There is a famous story in the Agadah about, ובסתרת הגדה, רבי אליעזר, רבי יהושע ורבי אלעזר בן עזריה ורבי עקיבא ורבי טרפון שהיו מסובים בבני ברק. They were sitting in Bnei Brak and this was Seder night, and the question is being asked why those 5 sages are sitting in Bnei Brak. And you know who lived in Bnei Brak? Do you know who? Rabbi Akiva. So why did we say night in the house of Rabbi Akiva? Why they not with their families? So one of the answers is these 5 rabbis, they used to go to Rome in order to make things good for Am Yisrael when there were a lot of bad things going on. And this is once when they came back and it was too late to get back to their homes up north. I think they lived all, and Rabbi Akiva lived in Bnei Brak, which was near the port, so they decided to go to Rabbi Akiva. But I like another answer. The other answer is that this is a very bad time for Am Yisrael. The temple is destroyed and we are being ruled by the Romans and a lot of bad things are happening. And in Leil Seder night you should feel that you are going out of Egypt. Now how can you be happy of going out from Egypt to the redemption, to think, when you're in such bad situation? By the way, Am Yisrael went through bad situations in many times, unfortunately. Anyway, who is this group? This group, there's 2 stories I'm going to tell you from the Gemara. One is they're going in Jerusalem, the temple is destroyed, they go near the ruins, and suddenly a fox comes out. The 4 Rabbonim are crying, oof. Rabbi Akiva is laughing. He says, are you crazy? Why are you laughing? Look, the ruins of the temple, and you're laughing? He says, what do you mean? If the prophecy of Veshualim Ilchubo, that foxes will walk around the ruins of the temple, is coming true in front of my eyes, so also the prophecy on the Geulah is going to come. So you have to be happy. Another time, they're going to Rome. And far away, they already read the noise of this big metropolitan of Rome, the noise of a big, busy city, alive. And they start crying. He says, look, Jerusalem is ruined. Silence. You hardly hear anything. And look, this Rome, you hear them from far distance, all the noise. They are crying, and Rabbi Akiva is laughing. He says, why are you laughing? You're crazy or something. He says, if kacha le'ovrei retzonoim, this is what those who go against God are getting. Imagine to yourself what are going to give osei retzono, those who go in the way of God. Now, this way of looking and thinking, this is Rabbi Akiva. And now, when they come back to Eretz Yisrael, and they are really depressed from all the situation, where can they uplift their emunah, to come and think that they are going out to the Geulah? Rabbi Akiva. This is the one who sees always the light in the tunnel, who sees the light in the darkness. So this is why they're sitting there. This is a big lesson for all of us, to understand and realize the power of belief, the power of Rabbi Akiva, the power that the Agadah is going to tell us. It doesn't matter what situation it is. We can look on our history. Avadim Ayinu, we go to the Agadah. We started in bad times, but from all those bad times, we all came out, and to the same way as we got out of Egypt, Bezrat Hashem, we're going out of the Mitzrayim today, the Geulah of Nisan, Bezrat Hashem, Benisan Yigalu, Benisan Atidim Nigael. There is a lot of interesting thing in the Agadah. For example, one of the things that the clever guy is asking, what is this job that God told you? By the way, it's very similar to what the Rasha says, but we're not going to go into it. And you know, what is the answer of this clever question? What is so clever here? And the answer, En maftirim achar Pesach afikoman. You don't do anything after the afikoman. What's the question? What is so clever? And what is the answer? The question is very clever. What the Chacham is asking, he says, look what's going on. Every day you are saying Yetziat Mitzrayim, remembering Yetziat Mitzrayim, every day, a few times a day even. So why do you need this special night to sit around and talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim? You know it. It's something that you do all day. What is this? What's the reason? And they say, En maftirim achar afikoman. The answer is very clever. The afikoman is in Aramaic dessert. After we eat the Korban Pesach, which the matzah that we call afikoman is against the Korban Pesach, you don't eat dessert, you don't eat anything. You have to go out of the Seder with the taste of the Korban Pesach. He says that's exactly the idea. This special night is something that you do always. Again and again and again, you get used to it. And you don't even think about what you're doing. And this special night is to put the fire in, is to light up this idea of Yetziat Mitzrayim, to really understand what it's all about. That's why we need a special night. And this is why En Maftirim Achar Pesach Afikoman. You have to go out from the Seder night with the taste of the Korban Pesach, with the taste of the Geula, with the taste of Yetziat Mitzrayim. And this is with everything that we get used to. We need sometimes to put the fire, as we talked about it last week, about the Korban HaTamid. Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll put the fire in. Think, who is going to sit with us? How are we going to pass the message? How are we going to make the Seder night exciting? But everything in a certain level. Be aware that you don't do too much. And don't forget, there is a whole week ahead of us. Chag Sameach, Shefa Brucho V'Atzlucho.